Hi Cancer, I hope you guys are having a good day so far. This is going to be a timeless reading for you. You can apply it to your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node, or Stellium. I am going to split this reading into 3 sections, so starting with general, and then love and relationships, and career and finance. So I'm going to start with my angel numbers deck, just to see what comes out regarding general messages. This is just going to be what you need to hear. Again, timeless reading for you guys, so apply it to whenever you do see this video. But let's get right into it. Spirit, this is going to be for Cancer. Cancer placements, what do they need to hear? What do Cancer placements need to hear at this time? What do Cancer placements need to hear at this time? So, you got inspiration, which is 3003. You have perseverance, 202. And you have abundance, 888. I don't know what 202 area code is, and I wish I did. I wish I had my laptop, but I don't. And it feels relevant though. 202. Okay, so I actually looked it up because I felt like it was relevant, and it's the DC area code. So for some of you guys, immediately I'm just picking up on that area code being relevant. So I don't know if you have roots in DC, if you've thought about living or moving to DC, traveling to DC, but it feels like that could be a move for you guys. It does feel like there's some kind of transition that's pushing you guys into like a brand new start or a brand new life is kind of what I'm hearing. So with inspiration and then perseverance, 202, and abundance, 888. I love 8s. Gemini, was it Gemini that just got the 8s? Somebody just got 8s, and so I feel like there's some abundant energy. They got a couple 8s. You got the 3 8s, so that's even better. And I love how this flower kind of looks like Powder Puff Girls or Powerpuff Girls, and it's like blossoming, you know, and so it makes me think that you are in bloom, or something is about to like grow or expand in your favor. Something's gonna work out. And so if you are like stressed about something or worried about something, whether it's finances or like, you know, where you're gonna go, what you're gonna do, it feels like it has something to do with your direction, or like a solution, something you're trying to make happen for yourself. And I do think things are going to work out. I think it's just going to take some time. And I also think for some of you, there is a need to kind of shift your environment, or consider if there is a need to change your environment. I literally just heard leave, so it's like I just heard leave your environment. So that might be something some of you have already thought about doing for a while. I just am getting this like moon energy as, you know, like that homey energy and like not feeling comfortable, or like comfort in general. But I'm sensing that there's something that is not allowing you guys to feel fully comfortable or inspired in your space. For some of you, I'm also sensing you may have to do things at night right now. Say if you live with people, or I don't know, you live in a noisy area or something like that. You may have to start doing things at night, or spending time like to yourself at night. This could even be just staying up later than you usually do. And this could help you guys to kind of connect with yourself and get the kind of like epiphany that you need. Because right now it does feel like your environment or something like that is creating blockages, you know, in your creativity, or again in just like your inspiration, which is affecting your motivation. So with this perseverance, if you guys have thought about moving, you're not going to be able to do that until you get your affairs in order. So I think it's important that you try to stay positive and try to think about how you can adapt for now. But yeah, things are coming. Money's coming. Opportunities are coming. This could even be like your tax refund or something like that, where you're going to be like, okay, wow, like everything actually worked out. So I don't think you have anything to stress about. I just think this is a circumstance that almost has been created over time, you know, and it feels like you definitely had a part in it, but now you're kind of realizing, say if you chose to live with roommates or you chose to live in a certain area or something, you're now realizing you don't like it. And so it could be that kind of choice. That's what I mean by you had a part in it. But it feels like, you know, as you start to make these new conscious choices about what feels good to you now and what you need now and how to invest in that and make it happen, I think you will see the payoff. So just be patient, but let's move on to romance and love for Cancer. Okay. Divine masculine, yang, masculine energy came out. What else? Mistakes, misunderstood, victim. Wow. Lost soul. This is crazy. You have divine masculine and divine feminine that came out together. So with the mistakes in the middle, this could be kind of like a twin flame, soulmate. You guys were meant to come together for a very specific purpose kind of connection. For some reason with this divine feminine looking pregnant, like the Empress, it makes me think like you could have, this purpose could have been to have kids with this person, or you're meant to eventually have kids with someone. I feel the need to pull one more card because this mistakes card, misunderstood, victim, lost soul, it does feel like you, either you or your person feels this way, but I need to know a bit more. Okay. The first thing I'll say before I touch on the card that just came out, this divine feminine and divine masculine energy, yin and yang, makes me think that there's some kind of conflict or butting of heads. It doesn't feel like, oh, we're complementing each other. It feels like two forces going against each other. Because when I first saw the divine masculine card, I know it says divine masculine, but I just immediately thought of like masculine energy. And I'm actually channeling now that Doja Cat song that she just came out with. It's like Mask, M-A-S-C, and I think it has Tizo Touchdown, and she's like, yeah, I had to go and get masculine or something like that, but she's like, don't make me put you on the couch again, don't make me kick you out the house again, yeah, you made me did it, I have to get masculine, or whatever she said. And that's what this is making me think of. And the fact that mistakes is here and it says misunderstood, victim, lost soul, it almost makes me think that there's this like, I don't know why gender roles are here. It definitely feels like that's a big part. People being like, this is your role, or this is the role you're supposed to play. Like, I shouldn't have to do that, or like, I should be able to rely on you for this. I don't know. And then even the other way around, like, say you're a woman watching this and you're dealing with a man who's like, I'm just a man, like, you gotta respect me, or you just need to listen, or things like that. Do you know what I mean? I don't like that at all. And the fact that this card says mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul, it feels like you or this person, maybe both of you, have like, whether it's trauma or personal experiences or something around, you know, whether it is gender roles or being like pigeonholed or being treated a certain way or being maybe even profiled or whatever it might be, you know. What's that called? Like, even sexualized, for instance. Like, there's a lot of ways it could go. But if you feel like you've had trauma around that, and you're trying to explain to people how that makes you feel or how certain dynamics make you feel, say for some of you, you could even be like non-binary and you're like, you know, gender roles make me uncomfortable, or, you know, being misgendered makes me uncomfortable. It just feels like this is a problem in your relationship. But it's a problem because whatever unresolved emotions or trauma that either of you have is like bleeding into how you treat each other and how you view each other and how the relationship, you know, has manifested. Because it feels like you guys were like meant to come into each other's life to help each other heal and to like become more whole. Like, I actually just heard one, to become one. So I think there's a need to like not focus so much on your differences and try to focus more so on how you're meant to truly balance each other out. but it definitely feels like that's not happening within certain connections. This could even be like a men always do this, women always do this kind of mentality, you know, that you have or that someone you're dealing with has. Yeah, I'm hearing toxic masculinity, which is a very real thing. But it's funny because I just saw someone tweet, I don't know who it was, but they were like, I wish men and women would stop trying to like compare their struggles and like think that one has it harder than the other. And I agree. It's funny that that just came into my head. But, you know, like that's what I'm thinking of for some of you guys. So it feels like there's a need to be more objective and like compassionate and understanding, because misunderstood is here and victim is here. So it makes me think someone is victimizing themselves. But I'm also feeling like some of you guys might need to either be like celibate or just recognize more of how like I'm speaking to the women specifically for some reason, but like it feels like this is directed toward you. There's a need to recognize how much of a sacred being you are, especially you guys being Cancers. You are divine feminine energy. You are ruled by the moon, you know, like you literally give life and are associated with like nurturing and cycles and, you know, literally pulling the tides. So I just think of this ecstasy card that just came out. And I think of how it says chasing thrills, excitement, and good time. And I think of how I was just channeling toxic masculinity and how this mistakes card is here. And how I do sense for some of you, this is a twin flame energy where there could even be like a runner chaser dynamic, or one person who's almost like unevolved and another person who is evolved. And they're like meant to work things out, but this person doesn't see your value. I guess I'll just put it that way. And I think that it's going to be really hard for you to get them to see your value because of their trauma. It could be trauma like with their mother, or trauma with other women, or something like that. But 1111 on the time as I say that. But it definitely feels like with this ecstasy card, someone has almost romanticized you. Someone has, and again, because I don't know who's watching this, what your gender is, so you could also be doing this to somebody else. But there's a need to recognize if you view women in a way that like they are for your own satisfaction, or they're meant to please you, or they're meant to have a specific role, then like first of all check yourself, because that just annoys me to even channel that. So I don't know who you are, but some of you guys, I think majority of you guys, based on like my followers, you guys would probably be dealing with this person and not be this person. And so just be mindful of someone sexualizing you, of someone demeaning you, of someone only wanting you around for, you know, their own pleasure or satisfaction, or your service, you know, you being of service to them in certain ways. Because it definitely feels like someone is like romanticizing you more than anything. The chasing thrills, excitement, good time. So like here for a good time, not a long time. So this twin flame connection, again, with the chasing thrills and then the chasing energy, it just feels like this is someone who is not consistent. And for some of you guys, this could also be a relationship, because I'm picking up on like a Juno Zeus kind of energy. And so it does feel like there could be someone who's also like not faithful. So you're trying to make it work with someone. It's this divine feminine, divine masculine energy, but they're in their like toxic masculinity. And you're over here trying to be like compromising. But I just feel like for some of you, it's even passive. So recognize that divine feminine doesn't always have to be passive energy. You know what I mean? Know when to assert yourself, know when to speak up, know when to not play the victim, know when to communicate clearly and effectively. Like that feels super important for you guys too. But yeah, don't let people use you, basically. I'm going to move on. That was really weird, Cancer. But if you're dealing with someone like that, please don't. I don't like them. I'll fight them, for real. So let's move on to career and finance for Cancer placements. What do Cancer placements need to hear regarding career and finance? Okay. Yeah, wasn't I saying for you guys just a second ago, you need to like maybe move or something, get out of your environment, that it's blocking you in some way? This card tried to come out reversed. So you guys are like, you have a limited worldview as well. That's what I just heard. So with this plane, private jet, the camera, the sunglasses, but it being reversed, I'm hearing limited worldview because they have all these passports on their luggage as well. So some of you guys need to like go touch grass, but like literally see the world. So like go touch international grass. But I think that that's going to be very important for you guys. And I also think you need to find your people. I don't know what I'm hearing community specifically, but like I'm trying to figure out how that relates to your work. I think that for some of you, you're meant to just be in a field or an industry that's more true to your nature and who you are. So like the people who you work with, like they truly see you, get you. I like how these people are intertwined because it makes me think of Two of Cups energy, like two people who are like equally receiving each other, equally giving to each other, you know, supporting each other. And I'm also seeing how these two people look really unique. These two people could potentially be queer. These two people have very fly outfits on. And so I see people who are like gonna match your vibe, you know what I mean? Match your energy, who get you. The girls that get it, you know? And so I think that this is gonna be important for you to find, you know, a job or an industry where you feel fully received, basically. And you don't have to like water yourself down or dress a certain way or be a certain way or, you know, I think that's going to be important for some of you guys. And this could mean working from home. So this card for some reason also does make me think like working from home. So being able to travel, having more freedom, not having to worry about vacation time and all of that, you know? So working from home could be a thing, or traveling for work. So finding work that's going to allow you to travel and go to different places and kind of expose you to new things, new people, new cultures. So I think that that is what you guys need right now. A change of scenery, to expand your horizons, to see what else is out there. This could be a complete career change as well. For some reason, I am seeing something related to fashion. So that could be just for a select few of you, but even the photography, you know what I mean? Could be fashion photography. Maybe you're supposed to be shooting runways and you know, doing photo shoots of models and things. But I just also see like the string, it kind of looks like leaves as well, but the leaves in this card that are all back here always make me think of strings, and their garments also just make me think of like textiles. And so it does make me think of fashion or design or photography or styling or modeling even. So that could also be something, like if you have thought about that, that's probably a confirmation. I'll read the places that are here also as a confirmation if you guys have considered traveling to any of these places. I think I said Detroit, not Detroit. That might be something for you guys. I said DC earlier, right? Washington, DC. There's also France or Paris on here, the Caribbean, Canada, Australia, and that's the most obvious. There's also a pineapple, so that could maybe be like Hawaii or something. The palm tree, I don't know why the palm tree made me think of the Caribbean, but that could also be anywhere, you know? But those other places feel more clear. Australia, Canada, and France. So I think that that's it. I might leave it there. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. It's like very interesting that I feel I'm getting very specific messages in regards to career, maybe because I use this deck, but it may not resonate with everyone, you know? So take it as it does. I just think that I literally hear the word recreation as I'm looking at these cards for you guys. There's a need for more recreation. There's a lot of pink as well. So it makes me think of like the heart chakra, or just Venus energy, or like rose quartz type of energy. So like love and self-love and honoring yourself and like connecting to the beauty of the world. As I'm recording this, we are in Taurus season, so that could make a lot of sense for you guys. But like, I'm hearing like, what is that word? I'm hearing interwoven or something like that, which makes sense with this. And I was hearing about, or I was like envisioning the sewing and everything. And so interwoven makes sense. Even the symbol for this rune looks like that, kind of like a stitch. So I don't know. I feel like you guys are going to be going on some kind of journey, and you're going to be connecting with like people who could either change your life or put you on an entirely new path in a positive way. So this could also be about, like I was saying earlier, connecting with the right people. But yeah, just definitely like not being afraid to go explore what else is out there, you know? Don't hold yourself back or settle anymore, because that's what it does feel like for some of you. So I'm going to leave it there. And if you guys did enjoy this reading, feel free to comment below, like, subscribe, share with your friends and family, all that good stuff. I would really appreciate it. But otherwise, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care and bye.